We're joined at this time by Murray State head coach Matt McMahon and student-athletes John Morant, Tevin Brown, and Shaq Buchanan. We'll ask Coach McMahon to open things up with some thoughts on the game, and then we'll take questions first for the student-athletes. Coach.
Well, I'm really proud of our players. I thought they played with great toughness, really competed at the defensive end of the floor, made it difficult on Howard and Hauser, defended the three-point arc, and then offensively, I thought our unselfishness and execution was terrific. And, these three guys sitting up here with me, man, they were fantastic.
We'll take some questions for the student-athletes first. Let's start on the right with Myron.
This question is for Ja. You obviously did a lot of amazing things, but you had this dunk over Joey Hauser. Just walk us through that and what that was like, man, to rise above the rim that way.
It's just when I felt like the defender was playing up the line, and I just made a backdoor cut, and my teammate Darnell delivered the pass, and I just seen the opening, and I took it.
We'll go in the back of the room with Mike, and fellas, just remember your name and media outlet before your question.
Mike Abelson, New Hampshire Union leader. Ja, how much fun was that?
It was a lot of fun. Just being able to go out with this group of guys and get a win in the tournament, it just feels good.
Staying in the back of the room with Nabate. Then we'll come up this way.
How you doing, Nabate? I was Bill Roden on Sports. Ja, talk about, there's a lot of publicity and hype based on you, but talk about how your teammates help you elevate as a player and as a person, your teammates like Tevin and Shaq.
The stat, 16 assists. Obviously, I can't get an assist without them making the shots, and I just feel like I have great players around me, and they made me look better.
On the left side of the aisle toward the center.
And Marlo Paducah's son, coach, and you guys can jump in as well. For a lot of the offense that you guys created, defensively, Marquette was 4 for 23 to start the second half. What did you guys do in the locker room, and what was the adjustment there to take away their shot?
We'll ask Shaq and Tevin to take that. We'll do questions for Coach in a few minutes.
We just knew we had to make Marcus Howard's shots more tougher. He hit some tough in the first half. And run the rest of the guys off the three-point line, make them finish inside the paint so far big.
Basically, we just had to make all their shots tough and not to give them any easy, wide-open looks. And once we did that, we forced them to take tough shots.
Continuing with questions for the Murray State student-athletes. In the back right. There's two in the back right. Matt, you want the first one?
This is for Tevin. With what you guys got from Marquette today, you guys played so well. Did this come a little bit even easier than you thought? Did you have any moment in the huddle in the second half there when you were listening to Coach McMahon and you almost thought that this was almost dreamlike and how well Ja was playing, but how easily it seemed to be coming for you guys?
I mean, we didn't look at it really as being easy. We just, the way we scout, like we try to take teams out of what they want to do, and when we do a good job of that, we seem to stop a lot of teams.
Staying in that same area, I think there was another question. Or no? Okay, we'll go back to the center with Mike.
Mike Abelson, New Hampshire Union leader again. Shaq, about, I don't know, maybe 9-10 minutes into the second half, you looked like you went down, you kind of tweaked something, you got up, you were kind of limping a little bit, but then you just kind of worked it out. What happened? How you feeling? Do you think that may play any role on Saturday?
I just stepped on a player foot and kind of tweaked my ankle, but it's nothing major. Ready to go Saturday.
Next question's all the way up front to the right. Hoops.
Ja, this is for you. When you were in high school, you said you questioned whether you were good enough. When did you realize you were good enough?
I'll say once became. I really can't say when I felt like, but I guess when the recognition started to come in, that's when I kind of had a little relief, like maybe I am, and I just got a shot. Murray State took a shot with me, and I really thank them for that.
We have a few more minutes for possibly a few more questions for the student athletes. Let's go up front, just to the right of the aisle.
Matt Langoni, little son. Ja, a lot of the country saw you play maybe for the first time today, on a national stage. It's the tournament, it's national TV. Did that give you any extra juice, knowing that, there's been a lot of hype around your name, but today you got a chance to show what you can do to a lot of the country?
I really don't pay too much attention to the hype. I just try to go out and play the same game every night and just try to do whatever I can to help our team come out with a win.
On the right side of the aisle, center.
Tyler Englander, WBN for Tevin and Shaq. Obviously, Ja is known for his scoring. What impresses you the most about how he gets you guys involved?
Shaq first, please, then Tev.
He make our job easy. Once our men take their eyes off us, we just got to find that open spot, and he see us, and we make the defense pay.
It's definitely his eyesight. Sometimes he surprises me when he goes to the goal and gets everybody to jump, and he still finds a way to get the ball to us.
Final question for the Murray State student athletes.
Ja, did you come into the game expecting to spread the ball around to start the game, or was that a response to how they were defending you? And then were you surprised that they continued to help onto you as the game went on and you were giving up the ball a lot?
I was just reading the defense. Early on, I seen that they was trying to pack it in on my drives whenever I have the ball, and I knew that just opened up opportunities for my teammates to be open. So I just attack and just drive and kick or have an easy dump down.
We'd like to thank Ja, Tevin, and Shaq for joining us here in the main interview room. They're going to head back to the locker room and take some more questions with their teammates. They're available there for the next 15 minutes or so.
Enjoyed watching you play. Privilege.
Questions now for Coach McMahon. Please raise your hand. There's one on the right side. Ralph?
Coach, after the game, when you ran over to the radio guys to do your interview, I heard you saying our one-man team did pretty well tonight. I know that's been a theme. The defense seemed to be things that stepped up. What did I guess what would you say to the country that get to see that performance about how well your one-man team played?
I thought we did what we've done all season long today. We came out, played extremely hard at the defensive end of the floor. We defended the three-point arc. We knew Howard and Hauser, terrific players. We wanted to make them a one-on-one team. I think they had 6 assists, 12 turnovers. We were 23 assists to 12 turnovers. So I thought our shot quality was very good offensively. And I've been saying it all year, Ja deserves every bit of credit he gets and then some. But we have a very balanced team, 4 guys in double figures. Tevin and Shaq were terrific today. Darnell around the basket was fantastic, and everyone who played contributed in different ways, and it was a total team win for us.
In the back of the room, Nabate, then Mike.
Coach McMahon, Nabate Ellis, Bill Roden on Sports. Talk about how this is big for the Ohio Valley Conference. Belmont had a close game with Maryland. They did win a tournament game themselves, and you guys were impressive against a Marquette, a nationally ranked Marquette team. So talk about how this is big for the OVC, for the exposure of the conference.
Well, first and foremost, it's great for Murray State University and our great community and the tradition that we have in Murray, Kentucky. And then I've said it all year, the top 4 teams in the Ohio Valley Conference. 99 wins. That was, I believe, our 101st now with Belmont's win Tuesday, us today. So 101 wins between the top 4 in our league. And it's been very competitive at the top. So I know there's great financial repercussions for the league, but the exposure, and I think both teams showed we were more than deserving of being a 2-bid league.
Mike, in the same area.
Mike Abelson, New Hampshire Union leader. Matt, everyone talks about Ja and the shooters on this team, but how important is Darnell on the inside to making this engine go?
Well, it's critical for us because it opens up the floor when you have an inside scoring presence like that. I'm sure you saw he warranted a double team when we got the ball to him in the post. I know he's disappointed in his poor free throw shooting today, but he's highly skilled when he catches the ball. You saw 3 assists, only 1 turnover. I think it opens up the floor for Tevin and Shaq and our guards to shoot it, and then it frees up a lot more space for Ja to create off the bounce.
Up front, right side, Hoops.
Hi, Matt. How are you? This program has a history of great point guard play. When Ja arrived, did you know? I mean, did you have to be convinced? Did you know that it was going to be a natural part of his maturation, he would turn out to be what he is?
Yeah, and I knew the first day he came on campus, and he's just got some special intangibles to him in addition to the athleticism, the explosiveness, and the ridiculous court vision and feel for the game. He's got a unselfishness and a competitiveness about him that's been contagious within our program, in our locker room. Same for Shaq Buchanan. And it's been the structure, the culture, the foundation of the culture of our team, that unselfishness and that relentless drive to compete out there on the court.
This will have to be the final question for Coach McMahon on the right side.
Matt Votor, Mass Live. Does the way he's handled the attention and the way he's done so much to keep other guys involved, has that made it easier for guys not to worry about, not to resent any of the added attention that he receives?
It's probably been one of the number one top keys to our team this year. We talk all the time, you got to have a good offensive system and you have to be fundamentally sound at the defensive end of the floor, but most importantly, you have to have great chemistry. And our guys love playing together. They have great buy-in. They're about the right things. And I try to put myself in his shoes at 19 years of age. Could I have handled this the way he has? And there's no way. I mean, he's just so humble. He comes from an incredible family. He's got a great support system. And he hasn't changed one bit through all the media hype, all the NBA hype. He's just stayed focused on getting better as a player, growing as a leader, and helping this Murray State team become the best team we can be.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations.
Thanks so much.